Picture this, it's 2 a.m., you're glued to your screen, eyes straining in the dim light. Maybe you're finishing a project, binge watching a show, or chatting with friends. The reasons vary, but the scenario is the same. The night feels endless, full of possibility. The world is quiet, and it feels like you have all the time in the world. You tell yourself you'll sleep later. Sound familiar? It's a promise we often break. We've all been there, pushing our limits, challenging our sleep. It's almost a rite of passage in our fast-paced world. But here's the catch. Pulling an all-nighter isn't a badge of honor. It's a strain on your body and mind. It's like running a marathon without training. You might get through it, but at what cost? Your brain takes a serious hit. The cognitive functions slow down and stress levels rise. Remember that feeling the morning after? The struggle to get out of bed, the heavy eyelids, that grogginess, that inability to string a sentence together? It's more than just tiredness. That's your sleep-deprived brain screaming for help. It's a cry for the rest it desperately needs. It's trying to tell you that it needs rest, just like your body needs food. Depriving it of sleep is like starving it. So, before you sacrifice another night of sleep, let's dive into what actually happens inside your brain when you stay up all night. The consequences might surprise you. Imagine trying to solve a puzzle with blurry vision. It's frustrating, right? That's exactly what your brain goes through when you're sleep deprived. That's what happens to your concentration when you're sleep deprived. Your mind feels foggy, and simple tasks become monumental challenges. Your focus becomes fragmented, easily shattered by distractions. Notifications, background noise, even your own wandering thoughts can pull you away from what you're doing. Remember that important meeting after a sleepless night? You probably found it hard to keep your eyes open, let alone stay engaged. You probably struggled to follow the conversation, let alone contribute meaningfully. It's like your brain is running on empty. That's because sleep deprivation directly impacts your working memory, the brain's ability to hold and process information. It's like trying to use a computer with too many programs running, and it doesn't stop there. The effects of sleep deprivation ripple through your entire cognitive system. Sleep is crucial for memory consolidation. It's during sleep that your brain processes and stores new information. It's like hitting save on new information you've learned. Without adequate sleep, this process is disrupted. Without enough sleep, those memories become fuzzy, harder to recall later on. It's like trying to find a file on a cluttered desk. So that all-nighter you pulled to cram for an exam, it might have actually done more harm than good. Instead of retaining information, you're more likely to forget it. Prioritizing sleep can make a significant difference in your cognitive performance and overall well-being. Ever noticed how irritable you become after a night of no sleep? It's not just you. Sleep deprivation throws your emotions into overdrive. You might find yourself snapping at friends, feeling overwhelmed by simple tasks, or on the verge of tears for no apparent reason. This emotional roller coaster is directly linked to the disruption of your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, also known as your circadian rhythm. This internal clock regulates your sleep patterns, hormone release, and even your body temperature. When you pull an all-nighter, you're essentially throwing a wrench into this delicate machinery. The result? A cascade of hormonal imbalances that leave you feeling emotionally drained and mentally exhausted. The stress factor, sleep deprivation and its unwanted companion. Sleep deprivation and stress are trapped in a vicious cycle. Lack of sleep increases stress hormones like cortisol, leaving you feeling anxious and on edge. This heightened state of alertness makes it even harder to fall asleep, perpetuating the cycle. Imagine your brain as a battery. Sleep is like plugging it in to recharge. Without enough sleep, your battery drains, leaving you feeling depleted and unable to cope with even minor stressors. Over time, chronic sleep deprivation can have serious consequences for your mental health, increasing your risk of developing anxiety disorders, depression, and other mental health issues. The long-haul mental health and the importance of rest. We live in a culture that often glorifies busyness and sleep deprivation. The hustle and grind mentality is celebrated, and rest is often seen as a luxury rather than a necessity. But the truth is, sacrificing sleep is like sacrificing your mental and physical well-being. Lack of sleep affects your mood, cognitive function, and overall health. It's not a sign of strength, it's a recipe for burnout. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to serious health issues, including anxiety, depression, and even heart disease. Prioritizing sleep is an investment in your health, both now and in the future. It's about more than just feeling rested. It's about maintaining your overall well-being. It's about giving your brain the rest it needs to function at its best. Quality sleep helps with memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and decision-making. So next time you're tempted to pull an all-nighter, remember the impact it has on your brain. Choose sleep. It's a simple yet powerful way to take care of yourself. Your mind and body will thank you. You'll wake up feeling more energized, focused, and ready to tackle the day. What are your thoughts on this? How do you prioritize sleep in your busy life? Share your experiences and tips for prioritizing sleep in the comments below. Your insights could help others find balance and improve their well-being. Don't forget to subscribe and follow for more insightful content. Stay tuned for more tips and advice on living a better, healthier, and more balanced life.